So, this could very well end up being the final recording session. Could be. What it's looking like is that this will be the final full-sized one, and then, there'll be 2 episodes left to record. Those 2 final episodes are looking, oh boy, I get the feeling those might end up, like, the session I take for those 2 might end up being longer than some of the ones I've had. Even for the, full 4 episode ones. Since, getting into this, oh yeah, right, because I changed the fucking thing. Yeah, getting into that, some of these have been really short. Like, there's been, episodes in a row where it's been 13 minutes, under 20 minutes, which is like, what? Little crap. Shit. So, I've been playing a bit of Splatoon as of late, so I might not be used to controlling things in a 2D plane with this controller. Yeah, I suppose all this Splatoon talk might get a little boring from time to time, but just gonna have to sit with it, my dudes. So this weekend was the Halloween Splatfest rerun, and I was fairly surprised for the most part. Since as I've been playing, I kind of realized that Turf War isn't really for me. It's like the mode I just don't really care for. Like, it's fine with friends, but elsewhere it's no. I'd rather anything else. Even Splat Zones, I'll take over that. But Splatfest Turf War, it was alright. Although it again just might be a case of I can only really stand it for a few hours. I am getting major Steelio flashbacks because I'll get into this later, but I seem to be the Steelio's favorite snack whenever I play Salmon Run. It's what? Oh boy, my luck does not like Salmon Run. It just affects the worst part of it. It's what the fuck? But I enjoyed the 3, most of the 3 hours I spent grinding out the Splatfest, but after the point I was no. I'd rather not. Although that being said, I didn't really get to play with friends since, the friend I've started playing Splatoon with, he's a bit of a night owl, so yeah. Could it help me? I'm not sure where. Just heard it somewhere. But yeah, that is one aspect I didn't get to see of the experience. But you know, the next Splatfest, known Splatfest, is in January? February? Like, surprisingly close. So, I might, like, you know, dive into that more. Or dive into that side more, but like... I've really liked the music that they played and the new-ish stage that they had on rotation. It's like, why didn't they add those to the standard rotation after the final Splatfest? Or so-called final Splatfest. Also, on the topic of Splatfest reruns, I wonder if they would consider doing a rerun of the final Splatfest. Like, maybe around the time they announce the reveal of Splatoon 3. I'm gonna go, hey, Splatoon 3, it's a thing that is now out, and like, maybe along the release date, like, leading up to the release date window, they have it running, something. Because I got to experience one of the Turf War stages that they had during that, and it's like, oh, that's amazing. That's a really good stage. Can't wait to experience that. Just wondering if I'm fucked out of looms here. Because I'm not sure if there's going to be enough in the next room. I get the feeling that the next room's the final one. Maybe. Although that being said, with how... or with what is planned for this episode, maybe doing a rerun might not be all that bad. Maybe. Shit, okay. But like, what I would have enjoyed much better with the whole Splatfest thing is if they did, if they had, the ranked modes in the thing. Because, like... I get the feeling that a lot of people can be, like, because there's not really many objectives in Turf War, it's just like, cover the ground, or cover the most ground, a lot of people can just become toxic. Like, yeah, I mean, I suppose it is somewhat of a valid strategy, but like... once you have the middle part covered, it's like once you have control over the middle part of the stage, it's like you don't really need anything else. Like at that point, you just need to be worried about people getting through. That's about it, really. Well, that's what I've gained from that. And like the worst part of the new stage. Railway chilling. Oh, yeah, railway chilling was that, it was really easy to just get to the other side. In fact, a lot of my matches I just found myself just over there hanging out. Because it was like, oh, we have the middle covered? Okay, that's good. Not really afraid of, the enemy team getting into our base, so I can just, like, if they get into our base, that's fine, I'll just get into theirs and just hang out. Like, that part was fun. But, like, no. But I get the feeling because of how, stressful? I'm gonna say stressful, the Splatfest servers are, because there's only, like, they just pretty much just remove one of the servers for the weekend, or like for the Splatfest. It's like, oh, just everyone that's on is just in these two servers. No wonder there's a lot of stress in that. Speaking of that, I'm actually really surprised that they were running Salmon Run for like the entire Splatfest. Like, I was kind of assuming that, oh, okay, Splatfest begins, normal Salmon Run for the weekend. Just gone. Also, about that, nice new character. I finally got, out of the hell that was Profesh 100. Since, for the longest time. Also, I'll briefly mention that, there's an invisible wall over here. And it looks like you can stand on top of it? Okay, or like at the very least go under it, or go over it, but there's a part you can stand on, and because it's invisible, I don't really know where that is, or where the point is. Maybe it's just like a window, because, you can see that the horizon layers, or like the background layers, just don't know what the fuck to do with this. So, I'm thinking that I'll mess around with it a little bit off screen, and if I find something interesting, like you can stand on it, I will splice that in after this level, maybe. Also, there's a little bit over here too. But yeah, anyway, back onto topic. I spent a large chunk of my time, like these past few things, yo-yoing between standard Profesh and Profesh 100. Only because I would only really play up until I got the second super bonus. And after that point I would just like quit, because like, it can be fun, but like, you're at the fate of 3 other random people for the most part. If you're going freelance, that is. So it's like, oh, do I want to trust 3 random people with my sanity? No, I don't. Am I missing that? I might just be missing that. It might be a noof. Okay, don't want to rub it in their faces because, in practice, I got too close to them and, I got hit. So now I'm just hoping that I'll be able to, do this without taking much damage, because, I need 26 more looms. Okay, just watch the tail. Yeah, if I get to the 3rd phase, I might just see what happens to them. Yeah, because if I get to the 3rd phase and I'm not comfortable with the amount of looms I have, I might just reset, maybe. Just like reset the level entirely. Okay, good. Yeah, the final phase is a game of chicken, really. It's surprisingly easy. And, because the friend I've been playing Splatoon with a lot recently also likes Salmon Run, we'd play together, like, minimizing the, randomness. Also teaching me a few aspects of the mode I hadn't really figured out myself, which is nice. We would only really play up until the point where we both had the 2 super bonuses. Like, that's about it. After that point, it's like, yeah, no, I'm done. Like, we're done. Let's do something else. Okay. So, if we were just doing, or just had to do, these 2 levels in... No, these 2 levels for the time attack episode, I would consider doing them now, but because we have to go back to Luscious Lakes, I'm thinking that we will do that next episode along with this. As I wanna say, the 2 in NXT bits are pretty short. Fairly short. I get the feeling that most of next episode is going to be spent in Luscious Lakes. I get the feeling anyway. You know what? Yeah, we'll end off the episode by choosing the next character. Also, I'll apologize for not showing me giving the ruby teeth back to I forget his name, but because I normally select the next character off screen, I end up just giving them to him off screen as well. But I'm thinking that yeah, we may as well dive into some time attacks with Rayman, I want to say his name is. We'll get to know this Tensei a little bit better. Wait. It's like 5 more episodes. Someone's not getting total coverage, I'm thinking. But anyway, we'll worry about that later. Here is where I'll slot in me messing around with that invisible wall, and if it isn't there, then, well, you know I didn't find anything interesting. Or didn't get to know it. Also thinking I'll do that with Ninja Tensei, as I had a lot of trouble doing it with Rayman's hitbox, so yeah. Anyway, until next episode, that is when I will see you. So I'll try and keep this short. So I wasn't really expecting to find what I did. Turns out you might not be able to stand on top of the invisible wall, as from what I noticed, it just kills you. But you can get past the wall, and there's an infinite abyss of nothingness below you at that point. But if you go back left a little bit, you can just fall into the water and just like swim around out of bounds. Which is fun. It's kind of wondering if that's going to be like useful for like cutting out a bit of this level, although this isn't really the longest level out there, but you know, it's just fun. It feels really weird just seeing like a part of the level you're not really supposed to be able to see. But I think I'll leave it on, like, I'm not entirely sure why they left this in as a thing you can do. But I mean, I guess I don't really expect you to just dig around with something something you can't see. So yeah, just sit back and enjoy this fuckery, I suppose.